version. Okay, so we have information about different wines, and we have the dryness of each wine, the alcohol content of each wine, and whether a specific person like it or not. And then we have another wine called Harley Rozam, Harley Zinfandel, and we have also his data, right? What is his data? Where is it?
8. 2.5 and 6.
Where do you see it?
Right there above. It scores 2.5.
It's in the back.
Oh.
The last second.
So we know that it's 2.5 dryness and 6 alcohol.
Oh,
And now I need to predict if I'm going to like it or not. So one thing they did here can actually be helpful, but we're not going to do it this way. They can actually do it graphically. So you can see alcohol dryness, and I can just look which distance is the closest. So I see that which are the two wines that are closest to Harley?
2 and 3.
2 and 3. We'll do it with Excel, but let's just do it qualitatively for a second. 2 and 3 are the closest. And this is Kenya's neighbor of how much is Kenya? Do you want it?
3.
3, okay, so 2, 3, and what is the last one? Is it 1 or is it 4? I think it's 4, okay? Let's assume for a second that the nearest neighbors are 2, 3, and 4.
it's like 5.
5.
Sorry? 5? Okay, 2, 3, and 5. So based on 2, 3, and 5, I can see that, hey, 2 I like 2, 3 I don't like it, and 5 I don't like it. So the probability that I will like this new wine, I will estimate it based on 3 nearest neighbor on 33%, 1 over 3. Okay? Is what I did now clear before we do it quantitatively? Okay, so let's go to the left. Okay, so as you remember, I have the data here about all the wines. In order to use their formulas, I must, and I will do it in 2 ways. I will do it using their formulas, and I will use it like manually putting the formulas. So what was the dryness? It was 6 and 2.5, right?
Other way around.
Yeah?
2.5.
Right.
Sure. 2.5 in dryness.
Out of 10.
Dryness. And 6. Okay. And now, so the distance, again, I will use K and N. This. I will choose all this table. And I will use this as a pivot. Enter. Shift them down.
What's your pivot? The first one?
The pivot is sorry, my mistake. It's not the first one. It was the first one before. Now what is the pivot? It's the 11 one, right? These are the distances.
Why would you not put column D in? And why would you put column A in?
Yeah, why A?
It's a mistake. Yeah.
That's B.
My mistake. So it should be like that, okay? B and C. I don't care about the light or not. These are the dryness and the alcohol content is what I am judging about in terms of like.
Or do we have to? Yeah, I think we can do that.
The pivot shouldn't include A. Right?
Did you guys send it to as I got?
No.
Yes, no, who didn't get it?
Yes. Yeah.
Someone didn't get it?
It's okay, I'll figure it out. I got it.
So who are the most similar to me? Not to me, to 11? So definitely 2. Okay, definitely 3.
3 and 5.
And 5. Okay, so you were right. It's 2, 3, and 5. Okay, so I see that 2 I like it, 3 I don't like it, and 5 I don't like it. So the answer will be that I am 33% that I like it. Is that clear?
Wait,
Why 33%?
Just because it's between 3 and 4?
No. Again, I know 2, 3, and 5 are the ones that are most similar to me. Now I say that I don't like 5. I don't like 3 and I like 2. So based on that, the probability that I will like the new one is 1 out of 3. 33%. Now, I think, to be honest with you, when I do these questions, I usually don't use the K-NN distance. I do it like that. I take square root, and then I take the difference. So the difference is the dryness minus the dryness. I need to square it. Plus the alcohol content minus the alcohol content. I square it. Okay.
You don't get the same result if you do that.
We'll show you. Is it funny?
Can we just use the add? Like, do you think we need to?
Yeah.
To use this?
I think so. I don't really know if you feel like comfortable enough with the adding, it's okay. I feel it's good to know that. It can be helpful this way. So I will lock B12 and C12, okay, because I don't want to change these cells. Get this distance. You can see that it's different than what I got here with the adding. We'll see why, but let's for a second just use it. Okay, it seems okay. And based on that, I will have the same conclusion. This is the most close, this one and this one. So first we see that we got the same result. Okay, good, we got the same result. Just like what they do in the formula, so this is the formula that you learn in class, what I did here. But what the formula of them do, it's like assign weights. So it's assigned the same weight, it's 0.5 and 0.5. Which is the same one as assigning 1 and 1. Then you see I get the same result that they got. Okay, so it's not. Okay. Now let's look at the next question. So we did which are the 3 wines that are nearest? We said what is the unweighted 3 next neighbor algorithm predict the probability that the subscriber will like? We said 33%. After more research, Dell determines that dryness is way more important than alcohol content. Determining whether or not someone will like Cinnamon, and it's just that the dryness is weighted 10 times as much as the alcohol content. Determining over distance, using this weight, what are the 3 nearest neighbor to the RD Cinnamon? Okay. What does the 3 nearest neighbor say? Let's get to the last one. Okay. So again, I will start with my way to do that. I will just change the weight. So dryness is 1 or 10? What do you say?
10.
Dryness is more important, so I will put 10 scores. And the other one I will give 1 score. And I got these distances. Okay, let's see what are the most similar. So
And how do we do it on the function KNN?
I will get. So I see that 2 is still very similar. Now 1 becomes very similar. And the last one, I think it's 3, right? It's 1 to 3. So based on that, I can see that now, because I like 1, I like 2, and I don't like 3, it's 66%. Okay. In terms of the formula, I can put 10 and 1 as the weights. Okay, we put it somewhere. And then in the weight part of the formula, the vector I will use 10 and 1.
So you just add
As you can see, if I did it correctly, we also in this way get 1, 2, and 3. Again, the result, the distances themselves will be different from the two ways, just because the ways that they put is not 10 and 1, is like 0.9 and 0.1 or something like 0.09 or something like that. They like normalize them. But it doesn't matter in terms of the result. Any questions about that? Any questions? No, it's clear?
Well, they're just very different numbers.
The numbers are different?
Yes.
Yeah.
using the add-in versus the formula.
Yeah, so I use 10 and 1, which is perfectly okay. You can solve it this way, it's totally okay. The plugin, when I use 10 and 1, it do a normalization of the weight before putting the weight. We will make them equal to 1, to the sum of them equal to 1. If I would change the weight to be 10 over 11 and 1 over 11, we'll get not some results, but
I think so you should
the what?
the parentheses.
No, fine, it's okay. 10 over 11, okay. Oh. I know what's the problem. No, I'm not sure how they do the weights, but
Oh, so what is it?
the result will be the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's the Israeli power.
Ironic.
That sounds scary.
At least we're with you, Kobe. I feel safe with you.
Are they marching? Are they marching?
I can't see
He
anything.
was in a car for 12 years. There's someone
sounds like
I
they're
would rather
passing
be in
by.
an emergency situation.
Oh yeah, you can see that.
It's
What are they doing?
Not you, but
Only 6 people?
There's only 6 people.
No, how many are there?
Yell at the window.
Is it actually a small band?
Why are they
Fun.
doing like practicing?
I have no
Are they in uniforms?